Hey Bookies! Today we are going to do the 20 questions book tag, so let's get started. This is actually the first time I'm looking at it because I am filming so far in advance to try and calm stuff down in my life. So I just pulled some random book tags and we're going to do them. And this tag is created by, I think, someone named Max. I will link everything down below, including where I got this video for. Actually, let me save that while I'm thinking about that because I will forget. Sorry, I had to send a confusing text to my friends. Alright, anyways. Question number 1. How many books is too many in a series? I'm going to go with 46. Actually, that's not that far of a lie. I think once you start getting like up into like the 7s and up, I think that's way too many. I don't personally, like, I start forgetting what books are about after like second one. So there's way too much plot in book series that are like 7+ for me to remember everything that went on. But that doesn't mean I don't enjoy them. Question 2. How do you feel about cliffhangers? It's a love-hate relationship. And that's all we're going to say about that. Yeah, that's all we're going to say about that. You know, it really depends on how the cliffhanger is done as to whether I like it or not. If it's a good cliffhanger, it's fine. If it's a bad cliffhanger and like it just came out of nowhere and it was only used because the author was told they had to continue the book and make it like a standalone in a trilogy, and you can obviously tell, no, it sucks. Don't like. Alright, number 3. Hardback or paperback? I really don't care. I really don't care. I buy both. I like both. Like, sometimes I'm in the mood for a hardback. Sometimes I'm in the mood for a paperback. Like, it really don't matter to me. It's my mood. Everything is my mood. Number 4, favorite book. Do I even have one anymore? Like, I guess I could say Uglies by Scott Westerfeld, but I mean, what even is a favorite book anymore? I don't know. This was probably not a good idea. I seem to be having an existential crisis. Yay. Least favorite book. Here's one thing I don't understand about BookTube or book people in general. When people are asked their least favorite book and then they pull out the book from their bookshelf, I'm like, why? Why do you have it? What's the purpose? What? Because I get rid of all the books that I hate. If you had to ask me my least favorite book as of like maybe this year, the most current one that I hated on, it would probably be The Wolves Are Waiting by Natasha Friend. That book absolutely sucked and it was transphobic and didn't offer any intersectionality whatsoever. But like of all time, I don't know. I get rid of them. Why are they on people's bookshelves? Please answer that. Number 6, love triangles, yes or no? No. Stop it. It's lazy writing. Number 7, the most recent book you just couldn't finish. That would be a DNF. It's probably The Starless Crown by James Rowlands. That was I think the last one I DNF'd, but I'm not entirely sure. I think that's it though. A book you're currently reading. I'm currently reading a lot of them, but right now for ebooks I'm reading Love Times Infinity by Lane Clark, and it is absolutely so good. It's really good right now. Number 9, last book you recommended to someone. I recommended Parable of the Sower by Octavia Butler to one of my friends recently. That and The Handmaid's Tale. If you know, you know. Number 10, the oldest book you've read, publication date. I don't really read a lot of old books. It's either going to be Little Women or It by Stephen King. One of those two. But I don't really read a lot of older books. I don't like them. I don't like older books. Newest book you've read. Well, Well, I think the newest one would be probably one that's not out yet, and that would be Pretty Dead Queens by Alexia Doon. I think that one's the furthest one out that I've read so far. Favorite author. I don't really have a favorite author. I have a lot of authors that I like, but at any time I will drop them if they start doing stuff that I don't agree with. So that being said, I really like Alexia Doon, Erin A. Craig. I like Ashley Poston, Kaylin Barron, Elise Bryant, Layla Sabrine, Samira Ahmed. I think that's pretty much it. Number 13, buying books or borrowing books? Both. I tend to buy books more. I tend to do that. And I've gotten really bad at that. But I do like borrowing books, and I do plan to use my library. I just haven't had the time with the massive amount of books I have that I feel pressured to read. I have so many that I'm just given. I had to get through them. But it doesn't matter. Either one. Number 14, a book you dislike that everyone else seems to love. Say a lot of things here about a couple of different books. But The Night Circus, I absolutely hated that book. It's absolute trash, and I don't know why people like them. I heard somewhere that you either hate The Night Circus and love Caraval, or hate Caraval and love The Night Circus. But there are people that like both, and I'm like, who are you? I am also a person that loved Caraval, and I loved Hotel Magnifique, but hated The Night Circus. Hated it. Ugh. Such a bad book. I couldn't get into it, and like, I didn't understand any of it, and it just felt so tropey and awful to me. I didn't like it. Number 15, bookmarks or dog ears? No. No. I actually once slapped a man that dog-eared one of the books that I lent him. No joke. Like, he pissed me off. Bookmarks, I'm on team bookmarks forever. Number 16, a book you can always reread. I don't really reread. Maybe I'll put The Hunger Games in this category. Like, I don't really reread. I'm not a rereader. Sorry. Number 17, can you read while hearing music? Yeah, I actually have to listen to music to read. My brain does not know how to shut itself off. And I start going into like doomsday catastrophe mode sometimes when I'm left alone with my thoughts. So if I put on lo-fi, that part of the brain tends to quiet down just a little bit. It tends to be soothed into a stupid silence. Number 18, one POV or multiple POVs? It really depends on the book. Like, I prefer one POV, but I've read books with multi-POVs that were really well done. So I think it just depends on how well written the book is and what type of book it is. Doesn't really matter if there's a multi-POV or not. That's what I'm going for. Number 19, do you read a book in one sitting or over multiple days? Both. Both. And the last one, who do you tag? You. I tag you. I tag anyone that wants to do this. Specifically, I'm probably going to tag Jock. I'd like to hear his answers on this. But yeah, if you want to do it, go ahead. Tag me. I'd like to see your answers. But yeah, that is it. So thank y'all for watching. See you again. Bye.